Welcome. In front of me I have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I'll attempt to show you how you can hard reset this device through recovery mode. Now the reason I'm saying attempt is because I'm trying to record this shit for the 5th time and I already have lost my patience by the 3rd try. So yeah, forgive me if I'm being a little bit salty right now. It's because I have wasted probably over an hour right now. And I absolutely hate these devices. F Apple. Anyway, so to get started, I will be using MacBook for this, but you can do this on Windows as long as your computer has a Type-C port. Because to boot your device into recovery mode, it needs to use this provided cable that is braided, obviously the one that is in the box. If you use anything else, like the European stated, that Apple should be complying with, it just won't work. And I have tested multiple different cables, none of them worked. So yeah, Apple kind of did the malicious compliance, but when it comes down to their own modes, they're said no off. And we're just gonna force you to use this cable because Apple tax. So if you want to fully be able to utilize your device with all the modes, you will need to spend the special money for our branded Apple cable. Absolute bullshit. Anyway, so that's why I'm using the crappy cable right here, and that is also why I'm using Mac, because my Windows doesn't have a Type-C port on it, which obviously excludes that computer from being able to be used for this. So that's one thing. Next, that you probably will experience if you have a very slow internet connection, you're kind of shit out of luck with doing this, because you will need to download the newest version of iOS, and to do so, it will basically start downloading it. Recovery mode has a timeout period, and after that timeout period surpasses, the device boots out of it, and the download, at least on Mac, is interrupted and deleted. Great job, Apple. Great that I have a computer that can multitask and has less RAM than a typical Android device, but it should be able to remember that was downloading something. Now I'm gonna try to, before I get started, do this a different way. So let's click right here, check for updates. And I'm gonna just start downloading it this way. I'm completely out of options right here. This version is current one. Oh great, so I'm not gonna do it this way. So I'm shit out of luck, and either it's gonna download quick enough before the device boots out of it, or it's gonna boot out of it and the download is interrupted. Fantastic effing design, Apple. So, anyway, without wasting any more time, because I have doubts that I will record this anyway, because it's probably gonna leave this mode, let's just get straight into it. So to get the device into recovery mode, we're gonna press volume up, volume down, and hold power button. And you wanna hold it as long as it takes to boot it into the recovery mode. Now when you're using the correct cable, you'll see Apple logo, and after Apple logo you'll have immediately the recovery mode. If you're using the wrong cable, it will disappear with the logo, then show up again, then disappear, and then show up again, and so on. So it's gonna be like in a loop of rebooting. So obviously that cable wouldn't work. If you have this, then everything worked. Next, on our computer side, we have the iPhone recovery mode, so it tells us that it's in recovery mode. Now before I continue any further, I will mention that on iTunes, if you're using Windows for this, obviously, you will want to open up the iTunes, and in the music, select the icon of the phone that will be next to the music tab or drop down menu, and then you can see the same exact page as I have one right over here. Anyway, we're gonna select restore iPhone, and it's going to tell us that it needs to restore and update it for no other reason than go F yourself, because why would you be able to reset the device using your computer without updating it? That's not an option. Apple doesn't give you any options. So I'm gonna go through this right away, and it's gonna start apparently extracting software, which in this case would mean that it has downloaded it at some point. I am honestly confused right now what is happening, considering it did stop downloading before. Let's see if it's gonna start installing it. Preparing iPhone. Okay, so it actually didn't need to download it now. I have no clue why. I've tried this 4 times, and every time it started off from the beginning, whenever iPhone disconnected. This time around it decided to have the software already pre-downloaded. Where from, I have no clue. So in any case, typically you would have a progress bar here for the download, which even if you're running the newest version of iOS, like I am, as you've seen, you will be forced to download it anyway. And if you have an outdated version, it's going to tell you that you need to update it to reset the data. If you want to reset your phone without updating it, because crazy idea, maybe someone doesn't want the newest version of the iOS, then to do so you need to do it strictly from the settings on the phone itself by going into the settings, general, and then at the bottom you'll find erase all data and content or whatever. Now right here you can see that it is right now extracting it, and we have a progress bar on the phone, so I'm just gonna let it finish it up. It's gonna take several minutes to do so, and once it's completed we'll be presented with the setup screen for the iPhone. So I'll be back at that point. And as you can see, the process is now finished, so there we go, finally. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.